Hi guys, this is a short instructional video on how to use a GBA emulator, specifically Gameshark codes for the Visual Boy Advance GBA emulator. Before anything else, here are a few points about this video. First, this video only provides instructions using Gameshark codes in your respective choice of GBA emulator. So that means you should already have an emulator installed in your device and of course a ROM to use. Second, we will specifically use the game Pokemon Emerald as an example in this instructional video since we believe that it could give you the basic idea of how to use these Gameshark codes on our site with your GBA emulators. Third, we recommend that you search for the specific cheat you'd want to use in the game before using the emulator. To check if the cheats are effective, it's best to take a look at the comments made by other gamers who have tried the cheat. Fourth, as an example, we'll head over to our Pokemon Hub on supercheats.com. From here, you'll be able to access all Pokemon titles, their full guides, tips, and hints, and a collection of their respective cheat codes. Then, let's pick Pokemon Emerald as an example for our tutorial. As you get into Pokemon Emerald's index page, you get instant access to several sections that are popular among other Pokemon gamers like the Q&A section, cheats section, hints and tips, as well as a section for Gameshark codes. And now on to the instructions. Now that you have a cheat to use, it's time for you to try to run your emulator and load the ROM file of your choice. For this video, we'll be using a Pokemon Emerald ROM. To do this, open the folder containing the ROM file of the game. Then from the File tab, select the option Open ROM, which will help you navigate through your personal directory. Once you've successfully loaded the game, you're actually one step closer to actually using a Gameshark cheat. By default, clicking outside the emulator screen automatically freezes the game. The option to disable or enable this option depends on every player. But by default, the game freezes as you set your cursor outside the game window. So use this time to put in your Gameshark codes. First, click on the Cheats tab and then open the Cheat List option. For this demonstration, go ahead and pick the Gameshark tab at the bottom of the screen. This opens up another screen with the title Add Gameshark Advance Code. Now we'll have to go back to your cheat sheet with all the Gameshark codes for this game. It's important to know that all Gameshark codes have a master code which is unique to every game title. For instance, our sample game Pokemon Emerald has a master code like this. To use it, simply copy it from the site and then paste it to the code area in the GBA emulator's active window. Remember to put an appropriate description of what the code or cheat does. In this example, we'll simply type in master code. Now moving on to the actual cheats themselves. Pick a specific cheat you'd want to test for yourself. For this example, we'll start with enabling a Master Ball cheat. Similar to putting up the master code, type in Master Ball and copy-paste the respective code from our website and then save it. This is where providing a description of your cheat comes in, as it'll be easier to remember which one to use. Now it's time to test if the cheat's working. Now go back to your game and check out your inventory for the respective allocation of the target cheat. For this example, check it out on the PC located in your room. Turn on the computer and choose the Withdraw option. If the cheat worked, you'll find a Master Ball present among the deposited items. Most GBA emulators have the option to turn individual cheats on or off, so just make sure your cheat code is activated and then you're good to go. Now let's try another cheat to check whether the Master Ball really works and as well as to try another Gameshark cheat. First, let's head back to the cheat list screen. Then, add another Gameshark cheat and name it Mewtwo. From the cheat sheet on Super Cheats, copy the Mewtwo Gameshark code and paste it on the code window. To see if this cheat works, simply roam around the bushes in the game like you normally do when looking for Pokemons. If the cheat works, you'll stumble upon a Mewtwo monster every single time. And since you have a Master Ball around, catching rare Pokemons is easy peasy from here. Lastly, remember to disable the Mewtwo Gameshark cheat in order to set it back to random Pokemon encounters. Now that you were able to check if these cheats actually work, leave a comment on our site about how the cheat worked for you. Your comment will definitely help the community of gamers in Super Cheats. This sums up our guide on how to use Gameshark codes in your GBA emulator. For more cheats, do check out our extensive library of games along with their corresponding Gameshark codes for a totally unique gaming experience. Here are a few quick tips. To get the most out of your gaming experience, the Xbox, PS3, and PS4 controllers can be used on your emulator. We highly recommend an Xbox or a PS4 controller for ease of use and compatibility. To use a controller, simply plug in your controller directly to your USB slot. See to it that your PC recognizes the device and is installed properly. If you're using recent version of Windows like Windows 7, 8, or 10, the installation begins automatically. But if your controller is not automatically installed, you may have to search online for its appropriate driver. Once you've installed your controller, go to the Options tab and select Joypad, and then Configure to begin assigning a specific command to each button. Now that's done, all that's left for you to do is put those cheats to work and enjoy the game.